What's going on, everybody? It's Rick. I'm thinking about trying to harvest this today. We will kind of check it out real quick to see what we got going on. Got a worm there. Got a baby worm there and there. Got another worm there. Got a couple more right there. So I definitely see some activity right there. And I'll try to keep them back that way. Ooh, there's a decent amount of worms in that one. Yeah, and there's a bunch of worms down there still, so. Well, that's what I'll do is I'll just push it this way. So then I can add the fresh bedding here. Kind of like I've talked about before, you can see there's still some pieces of leaves, some chunkier debris still in here, which I'm okay with because this will be going, this will be going into a bin just to be held for the castings. So any worms that are still in here can go ahead and eat on things like this. I will bait most of them out, and when I do, I'll probably return them either to this bin or the other tote that I have downstairs next to this one. So let's look to see. They just keep eating that bag, which I am good with. Let's do that. Rotate this guy around first. I pretty much can guarantee you there's nothing left from that last feeding, but we'll just check it out. There's that fig twig. Wow. These guys are something special. This here was like a grapevine. Trying to get underneath, loosen up any bits that are in those grooves, keep everything nice and aerobic, get the oxygen in there. This side still has a bunch of fresh bedding, so I was thinking about feeding over there. However, seeing all this fresh bedding, I'm going to feed over here again. Oh, this was off the paper bag. So, my thought process is, if I get them to process a little bit more of this side, then I can start feeding that side and migrate the worms out from here over to the fresher area. So, this will be where the feeding is. I have my ground up coffee from the K-cups. Give them a little splash in there. Get some ground up eggshell down there too. Go ahead and clean my glove off a little bit with those leaves. Two nice handfuls of the pulp from the juicer. And another little sprinkle of the ground up eggshell. I harvested some kale leaves that we didn't eat, and you can see they were pretty big, but some started getting a little discolored, so these guys are going to go into the feeding area. This was the lacinato kale, Dino kale. I think that's the same as that one, and this one looks pretty similar too. I have red Russian kale, Dino kale, blue curly leaf kale, so lots of different options for the kale, and it's still growing pretty good in the garden. On top of that feeding, I'm going to add a little bit of my worm chow. I was just talking to another worm farmer, Jason, the other day. I personally would not go out and buy specific worm chow, but if you have expired flour, oats, cornmeal, I would make up my own and just sprinkle some in. It's definitely not something that they need, but it does help add a little something to the worm bin. So there we go, some nice fresh bedding. Kind of inoculate it a little bit with some of the castings that are already in here. I'll go ahead, add the rest of my coffee into this area. And I don't know if it's coming through on this or not, but it kind of has a little bit of mold, so that'll help inoculate this new bedding. And to make everybody nice and happy, give them a little bit of the ground up eggshell over here too. Now that everything is back, I'll go back to covering the whole bin. And give me, hopefully, well, I'm actually going on a trip next week, so hopefully by the next feeding I will show you the bin that I add the castings to, and then also how I bait the worms out. If you guys would like to see that, definitely drop me a comment down below so I know you're interested. If you guys have any other questions, drop them down below. Thanks for coming along and checking out the video. Everybody have a great day.